Hey everyone, thank you for downloading the podcast. Welcome to Spoiler Alert, Star Wars The Force Awakens. This is kind of the first of a series that I'm going to start doing here. That basically, the title lends its description to itself. Spoiler Alert. I just got out about 10 minutes ago from seeing Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. And pretty much I'm here. These aren't going to probably be long. They may if I just keep dragging on, whether I really like or really hate the movie. But it's going to be just my reaction, my thoughts, and how I felt about the movie. And they're all my thoughts. So just because I may like it or doesn't like it means it's good or it's bad. But I will mention, as much as I can remember, memory's not that good. So hence the term spoiler alert, because if you haven't seen the movie yet, I may end up giving away some stuff. So you've been warned. So, but welcome to Spoiler Alert, Star Wars, The Force Awakens. And like I said, I just got out of the movie. It opened up on the 18th. Today's the 21st. How I got through these days without catching many spoilers, I only saw one. It was a very minor spoiler. Basically, Kevin Smith posted something about with Finn, and I'm going to talk because I'm assuming everyone's seen the movie already. So I'm not going to go into much description about who these characters are and storylines, because really by now you should already know all of it. So Kevin Smith mentioned something, which again, very minor, really nothing to do with much of the story. Well, actually, now that I think about it, it's pretty much the basis of the whole beginning. How Finn was a stormtrooper. And that's really the only spoiler that I got, because I went into this not knowing anything except watching the first, not the teaser trailer, but the first major trailer. I thought the scene in the trailer when Finn pops in the screen while on, and God help me, I'm not going to remember the names of the planets yet. It's going to take me a couple of viewings before I start remembering locations. But on, what the Jago? I don't know. You know which planet I'm talking about. I just thought he was disguised as a stormtrooper, much like what Han and Luke did in Episode 4. But he was a stormtrooper. He was on his first mission. Here I am describing the story. And he felt it's not right for him. So he kind of, traitor to the First Order. Beyond that, I really got through spoiler-free, so I'm very happy. And this movie shot on all cylinders. It was what we needed. When the episodes 1, 2, and 3 came out, they were prequels. I have a feeling, besides maybe quality, a lot of people didn't like those movies because everyone was new, pretty much, to the series, and you knew where it was all going to lead. It was all leading to Vader, but you weren't going to get any of the original cast back in those episodes 1, 2, and 3. Here, though, you're getting the cast back. You're getting back Han Solo, Leia, Chewie, Luke, and what they did with Luke Skywalker in this movie, they used Mark Hamill perfectly in this movie. You don't see him until the bitter end of the movie, and that's how you introduce Luke Skywalker back into the series. Clearly, he's going to kick it into high gear for Episode 8, but right now this was with the introduction of Finn, of Rey, of Kylo Ren, and I thought they were going to do more with Phasma. Phasma, is that her name? I keep the Stormtrooper, the silver Stormtrooper, and Chrome Stormtrooper, excuse me. So, and I think you can see more of her, but I think you'll see again more of her in the next episode, in Episode 8. Let's just kind of go right through it. If I had to nitpick anything in the movie, it would be how Finn was a little too comedic, and I got to be careful what I say about that. I mean, it wasn't slapstick. I don't know. I could have used Finn a little toned down, just a notch. That's all. Han with his wit, it's that dry wit, but even in episodes 4, 5, and 6, he didn't care. He just kind of went about his business. Where Finn, again, just a little too much with the with his reactions and who, what, huh, where, huh, who, you. Again, just a niche turned down low. Rey, who I feel, and I don't know what's going to be happening in episodes 8 and 9, but I mean, she's got to be Luke's daughter. Kylo Ren, we find out in the movie, is Han and Leia's son, whose real name apparently is Ben. And when he takes a mask off, he looks like an 18-year-old getting ready to go into college. Just leaving his recent D&D extravaganza. But Rey, definitely, she's got to be. She's got to be Luke's daughter. She was perfect for the role. What she brought, as she kind of discovered in herself the Force. It didn't kick into high gear until she was really put in the torture. Not really torture, but when Kylo Ren was trying to extract the map from her, that's when she started using those powers that clearly she must have known for a long time, because she knew how to use them. You can tell when she was trying to, get Stormtrooper to unlock the hinges, leave with the doors open. She tried a couple of times, and the Stormtrooper wasn't getting it until he walked into her sight, and she was able to lock eyes with him, which is pretty much how Obi-Wan did it in Episode 4. So, and she caught on quick. She kind of discovered her powers real fast, and that's fine, because I guess if it's in her, if she, Anakin begot Luke, who now, in my opinion, begets Rey. So I'm, that Force has got to get stronger and stronger with each one. The biggest, which I didn't see coming at all out of left field, I figured someone was going to die from the original group, and Han Solo was the last one I really expected. Han Solo eats it in this one. I guess that means in Episode 8, it's either a flashback or maybe like a vision, kind of like what Obi-Wan was to Luke later on in the series, in the original trilogy, 4, 5, and 6. But I didn't think they'd do away with Han. Maybe Chewie, maybe Leia, but Han got it good from his son, and it's the whole series is very, it's a family. This is a messed up family, not for nothing, and the son taking out the father, Kylo Ren killing Han Solo, and with the mask off, I mean, he locked eyes with his father and took him down. Finn, it looked like he was going to be taking, when he got a hold of the lightsaber, when he was given Luke's lightsaber and battling Kylo Ren in the forest, it seemed like, I guess, Finn was going to, become kind of the next Jedi, but Rey, just picked it. Finn got beat up pretty bad, and Rey took over and kind of owned it to Kylo Ren. So the Force is definitely going to be strong in her. Great to see the old cast back. BB-8, definitely runaway star of the movie. He was just kind of cuter, I guess, than R2-D2. Even kind of banging into R2, trying to get him started. And, I kind of like, because this is a spread out movie. This is going to be 3 movies, 3 chapters. So, you always get your first chapter, which is going to be slow. I'm not saying this movie was slow, but I'm sure compared to the other 2, this is the beginning of the chapter, of the acts, 3 acts. I'm sure they're going to really kick it into high gear with the action in Episode 8, and wrap it up, of course, in 9. And I'm not counting the movies in between. But, they saved R2 till the end. They saved Luke to the bitter end. And just really, I'm just saying, go out and see this movie. Well, if you're listening, you already have seen the movie. So definitely, it's a great way to bring the series back to life. At the same time, introduce a new, younger cast for a new generation, and even allowing a new generation of fans to see a new set of movies. I mean, 1, 2, and 3 episodes, 1, 2, and 3, yeah, they were great for them to come out, but they really missed the mark, I think, because they were technically new stories that were prequels, where these are building off of Jedi. And it had a little bit, the end had a little bit of a remake feel to it. I guess JJ paying homage, I'm not sure, to the first movie when they're blowing up the Star Killer, which, fun fact, remember, Luke's original name in the series was going to be Luke Starkiller, so they had the Starkiller planet in this one. Kind of running the trenches, having to blow up this planet destroyer, much like the Death Star. So a little kind of feel of a remake, but still in on its own. Love Rey. Great to see the original cast. Like I said, Finn's great. Just got to dial it down just a notch. And I think he'll work out perfect. BB-8, I want to get, hopefully, well, it's not happening for Christmas, but if I save up money, I may have to get myself a little BB-8 from Sphero, excuse me, because he was pretty cool. And I'm just kind of waiting to see. Kylo Ren doesn't, in my opinion right now, have the impact yet that Vader had, but we will see in the next movie, because it seems like with the what they call him, the Imperial Leader, the Grand Leader, who thank God was a hologram, because when you first walk in, you see this giant being that is just monstrous above Kylo Ren and the other guy, the General. I was like, oh no, it almost took me out of the movie. And then at the end, to see the hologram disappear, I was like, oh, thank you. So, because I didn't want, that was not needed for like a 50-story tall villain like that, unless it's the Rancor. Even he wasn't that big. But yeah, this sets everything up. All the true action it's coming up next, I believe, in episode 8, which should be in 2 years. I believe 15. Yeah, and then 2017, I believe, for episode 8, and 2019 for episode 9, if I'm not mistaken. So that's it. I'm just going off the cuff, so forgive me. I'm sure there's a lot left out, and but this is just kind of my reaction. Star Wars, The Force Awakens, it's back. The whole series is back, and JJ, just like he did with Star Trek, now with Star Wars, absolutely nailed it. Those are my thoughts. You may agree with me, you may not, but that's okay. Thank you for joining me here on Spoiler Alert. Follow me everywhere, More365, and as you can see, this is now part of the new series, my new channel, if you will, More of the Same. And I'm doing this, Pop Culture Connection, Wrestle World, but it's all going to be under the same umbrella, the same banner of More of the Same. So please continue to follow me, continue to download the shows, share them, and we're going to come back with more of the same pretty soon. Thank you for listening. Catch you all guys later.